Hey there, it's Nick, real estate agent at Redfin. In today's video, I want to give you a quick snapshot and rundown of what's happening in Austin real estate market. I'm here to provide you with the most up-to-date information of what's happening out there in case you're still in the market to buy or sell. Good news, signs of life are starting to emerge in the Austin housing market this spring as pending sales hold steady or starting to rise across the region. Additionally, monthly inventory levels have risen year over year to a little over 2.5 months, providing obviously more buyers, the buyers that are in the market, more options as they navigate this market. However, months of inventory have declined in recent months from their high of 3.2 months of inventory in October 2022. New construction home builder confidence is also growing as the housing market stabilizes. Builders appear to have renewed sense of optimism in the direction of the market is heading, evidenced by fewer contract cancellations and minimized supply shortages. When the market started not crashing, but after COVID and all that craziness, lots of people were just canceling their contracts when interest rates started popping up. I even had people that were canceling their contracts because a home that was the exact same home was $60,000, $70,000 less. They were canceling, losing their earnest money or deposit and buying that home, even though it was a little bit higher interest rate. So a little bit of craziness happening in the new construction. But right now, we can get some crazy good deals on new construction homes. Builders are offering incentives aside from just the natural price dropping over 10%. Even with inflation and coming off of a month of unstable interest rates, buyers are still buying. And believe it or not, homes are selling for just slightly below asking price. In most Austin zip codes, we're seeing about a 95% sold from the asking price. So here's a look at our current market. So here we are at the Austin housing market. So this is Redfin's back end. You can actually have access to this. Also, just shoot me a comment and I'll send you a link where you can track the Austin housing market in real time. So we have the median house price currently at $542,500. The number of homes sold, median days on the market. This has grown so much. I remember in 2021 where this was like single digits. And then you can see the little fluctuations in prices here. And I'll show you what I mean by that 95% close of asking price, because that is a very important number because we think that prices have just like come down like crazy. As a matter of fact, home prices increase month over month, which is like I pay attention to more month over month instead of year over year, because year over year, especially over the last 3 years, have just been so, the data has just been, extreme. So somewhat competitive right now. We're seeing multiple offers in some neighborhoods, and it's all about price points really. Like anything under 400, that's just going to have more competition. More luxury, like above the median house price, it's going to sit longer and have less competition. So here we go, 96.8%. As a matter of like when I had that initial data, that was like 2 days ago, and it's actually gone up. So that means that if a home is priced at $500,000, it's selling for 96.8% of that at the moment. So see, in April 2022, it was almost at 110. And so only 14% of homes are selling above list price. We have over a quarter homes with price drops. Most homes are having that price drop at the 30-day mark. You can always tell how motivated a seller is by how quickly and how much they are dropping that price. Then some other data here, but that's just if you'd like to check that out on your own time. But the big number to pay, I think the most important one here is what homes are selling for. Median house price and then average days on the market. So that was a quick look at the market. So important reminder, since 8 out of 10 customers, or probably 9 out of 10, ask what the market is doing and what it's going to do, I thought it would provide a little bit of perspective. No one owns a home for just 12 months, unless just like, extenuating circumstances. So tracking pricing isn't relevant except really to follow the market. And it's good to, obviously for me, to keep track of all that thing. Home ownership has always been an amazing investment because it forces the homeowner, you, to go long. In Austin, the 8-year annual appreciation from February 2016 to 2023 is 6.6%. It's a great move, and obviously like it it's one of the best ways to build wealth, generational wealth. My advice hasn't changed and likely won't change in 2023. You have more leverage now than you've had in the last 10 years. Interest rates are higher than in recent history, but still really historically they're very low. Will likely see rates coming down in 2024, at which point you can refinance. There's a popular saying in the real estate world that is marry the house and date the rate. So if you fall in love with a house, it doesn't matter what the interest rate is, because of a few things that I've talked about here today, you can always refinance later. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with that quote, but I think the overall premise is valid. Believe it or not, there's over 7,000 homes for sale right now, and 3,000 of those homes have reduced their price in the last 30 days. This represents a buying opportunity for many as we see the market stabilizing, which we've seen a pretty good stabilization over the last 4 months. So I think we're right at or pretty close to the bottom. So, if you are thinking about waiting and trying to time the market, it's impossible to time the market, and waiting will typically cost you money down the road. Just something to think about. A recent report that KXAN released showed Austin, Round Rock, Georgetown metro area as the #1 overall for growth and stability. Between 98 and 2022, home prices increased by 353%, the biggest growth out of all the big metros that were tracked. That is awesome news. So just a few quick bullet points in the Austin market. Number of homes for sale increased by 499% year over year. The average days on the market is 87, as we just saw, up 55 days from a year ago. Number of new listings enter the market increased by 1%, so that's pretty low, but inventory is still pretty good. Monthly inventories are at 2.6 months compared to historic low of 0.4 from a year ago in February 2022. So those are just a few little stats. If you're a seller, the market is still sluggish, but it's alive and much better than the fall of 2022. The market is recovering from the bottom up and the inside out, as it tends to do. That means that entry-level and medium-price homes are easier to sell, and resale homes in and closer to Central Austin move more quickly. And also those, like anything less than the medium house price, you're just going to have more competition. Luxury properties are obviously taking a longer time to sell. Pricing is critical, as it always is across all submarkets, because every neighborhood is different. It's very hyper-local. For homes that are well priced, we're seeing multiple offers and an increase in buyer and open house activity. So that's good news. Real estate obviously is hyper-local, with different neighborhoods experiencing varying trends and dynamics. So let's just sum things up right now with the Austin market this spring. Mortgage rates have declined for 3 weeks in a row, giving home buyers a bigger opportunity to purchase a house. Inventory is pretty good, and you as a buyer can take your time and find the right home. But you shouldn't be afraid to pull the trigger if something you love hits the market. I've been running a ton of CMAs to come up with the right price, and in most cases I'm ending up below asking price, which the data supports that right at that 95, 96%. It's been fluctuating. I think we're at the bottom or close to it, as I said earlier, as far as house prices. If you're waiting for home prices to come down much more, you could be waiting for a while, if that ever even happens. And if you wait for rates to come down, then guess what happens? Prices go up if rates come down. So they've come down significantly. This past few days, I think today they came down a lot. Like I said above, owning a home is a long-term play. And as the recent report revealed, owning a home in Austin pays to play. Thanks for watching this video. As always, I'm here if you're ready to buy or sell a home in the Austin area. My last 3 transactions have all been right at that 95% of asking price. So I'm feeling pretty, and in a couple of those, the sellers paid to buy down the rate. Got it close in the 4s for a buy down, and another situation where the seller paid all the closing costs. So if you're a buyer, then you have good opportunity to get a good deal, and if you're planning obviously of staying in there for over a year or 2, you're going to be making money on that purchase. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this one. Thanks.